Hey there, it's Kevin McCarthy, and welcome to another day in real estate. We just got done staging this property, getting it ready for pictures to go on the market. And in doing all of those things, the preparation, the staging, all of those things that we do ahead of time, it's all to get top dollar for the property when it sells. Of course, today, in today's market, I want to talk about appraisals. So with appraisals, I recently had one and it came in short. And the appraisal process, especially right now, appraisers are being really conservative with their valuations because their license is on the line. And you've got all kinds of volatility that's happened. When it comes to an appraisal, when you get an FHA appraisal, an FHA appraisal will stick with the property for 180 days. So whatever the value that appraiser comes up with on that property, you're stuck with it for 180 days. Now, we will pick it apart. We'll do our best to look at it. Sometimes we can go back and show them value that makes sense from an appraisal standpoint to get that value raised. It is a long shot. It's very difficult, but it is a process, and it's something that we do when that happens. But you got to keep in mind, this is something that is potentially something you might deal with when you're selling your property. We're shooting to get top dollar for the house. But when you're pushing the top edge of any number, you're going to have somebody else who has a different opinion of value, and that might need an appraiser. And when you're dealing with that, just got to keep your cool, keep calm, and understand that is, this is what we're dealing with. And keep in mind with what is important to you on selling your house. What are your whys? Some people will get fixated on the money. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a large amount of a difference, and it can kill a transaction because both sides get fixated on a dollar amount and they just can't come together on it. So my advice to you is try to get out of your own head. Don't let those things bother you when it happens too much. If it's drastically crazy, okay, you know what? It is what it is. But in today's volatile market, we may have to deal with a low appraisal and renegotiate a contract when that happens. Just because it is what we're dealing with. And appraisers are looking at it in a lot of areas as a declining market, depending on where they're working from. So just keep that in mind. If you've run into this issue, you have questions about this issue, or you have worries about the appraisal process, as professional realtors, what we do is really analyze it. We will pick apart the appraisal and we will make sure that it's correct, that we are dealing with what we're dealing with here. If there's a way to get it changed, that we will do that. There is a process. And so remember, don't let it blow your lid off, and keep in mind what is important to you in moving the sale forward. Kevin McCarthy, it's another day in real estate. If you would like to have a conversation with me about getting top dollar for your property, I would love to speak with you because that's what we do.
Peace.